This is how we pray. We're praying for a better world when we come here. We're praying for the light in the darkness. And we're finding that inside of ourselves. So yeah, join an org. Thank you very much. Alright, good job everybody. This is kind of a democratic protest because, you know, when I have to step away to deal with some issues that come up, you guys just step right in and do a good job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Alright. We have permits. You probably saw me speaking at the Capitol Police. They've got our back. They are with us, and they know that we are peaceful protesters. And I want to say something again. I know I said it earlier, but you know, agitators, they want to get us to step forward and get in their face and start stuff so that they can say that we're not peaceful. I've spoken with the events coordinator here. I've spoken with many of the officers here, and they have said that, you know, they know us by now, right? Because we're out here like every 2 weeks or every month, right? And they have told me we actually really, really appreciate 5051 because you and your protesters are such wonderful people. I'm not making this up. They said when they come in to use the restrooms and stuff, they're just so polite. You're all such good people. You guys are like the best group that we have here, you know? And that means a lot. It's good that we've got them on our side, and we want to keep it that way. So, again, peaceful. And if you see anybody, if you see an agitator come back through, if you see something, say something, grab an issue, we'll get them back down here. They're watching. Okay, I've lost my place again. Bax, are you next? Come on up, Bax.
I was very scrappy myself.
Hi, I'm Bax. Thanking every one of you for coming out here today and just showing up for our community. And I want to acknowledge what an absolute privilege it is to be able to stand up here and speak with you. The other day, I was on a walk with my mom and my baby sister, and my mom was trying to explain my gender identity to my sister. I'm not quite a boy, and I'm not quite a girl. How I'm not quite a boy and not quite a girl. My little sister listened very intently, and when my mom was done speaking, she responded with all the sincerity and wisdom a 3-year-old can muster. I'm just happy we're all together. And in the same spirit, I'm here today, regardless of what labels, whether gendered or political, we claim, with all the sincerity I can muster. I'm just happy we're all together. I grew up just south of the city, and my experiences as a gender non-conforming queer person were often isolating and lonely. I spent a lot of my formative years believing people like me were destined to always be on the outside of our local communities. It wasn't until I was 18 that I was able to start attending events in this city, organized by our local LGBT community center, the Phoenix Center. It was at these events that I met people from all walks of life who saw me for who I was and welcomed me with open arms. Many of these people came from different cultural and economic backgrounds than me. Some had queer identities and experiences I had never heard of before. But despite our differences, we were all linked by a common thread. Each of our struggles for liberation was tied up in rallies. This thread linking us was my first experience with solidarity. In the years since, I have recognized the thread of solidarity in even more places, with people whose experiences are even more different than mine. It has been daunting at times, the grief and struggle I had previously been blind to. But the more I learned, and the more I entered into genuine community, the more I realized how true it was that none of us are free until all of us are free. And each of our struggles for liberation is tied up in the struggle of our neighbor. My hope for this rally and for this community after this rally ends is that we continue showing up, not just for ourselves, but for the invisible thread of connection that links us all together. I hope we show up and fight for the liberation of our friends and family, for our neighbors, and for every person whose humanity is threatened by any institution of power. I would like to share with you a quote by Grace Lee Boggs, a Chinese-American activist and author. You cannot change any society unless you take responsibility for it, unless you see yourself as belonging to it and responsible for changing it. We are all here today because we want to change something about the way the world is right now. And this is not only our goal, but it is our responsibility. Black Lives Matter. Free Palestine, liberate the Congo, and may everyone on earth be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. Before I introduce our next speaker, I want to leave you all with another chant. I'll say it loud, say it clear, and you say immigrants are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. 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 All right, let's welcome Leon. We're going to welcome Leon Wiseman. He's got some, he wants to share some information with you about Free Speech Radio.
As one of the previous speakers spoke of the 250th anniversary I just want to mention my granddad, Manny Turtle, buried in Virginia Memorial Cemetery. He was there that day when he was 25 years old. So it's in his memory that I'm standing up for democracy and the Constitution today. You see a veteran out here in the crowd, I got a fist bump and a big thank you and welcome home. That being said, I was here last demonstration. I spoke with Free Speech TV. And a lot of things all you got to remember is freespeech.org. They have 24/7 programming. They are a progressive station. You can call during the day. Stephanie Miller, Tom Hartman, Randy Rose. They're in California, Florida, and Oregon. You can express your feelings, ask questions. Like Tom Hartman always says at the end of his program, democracy is not respected. Tag and rip.